to you. Thank you. This is a great honor for me to be able to hand out our most prestigious annual award to a friend. I'm going to first read a letter from his club. I want to say that Bill at Old Tabby Links has such great respect, professional respect for the people that he works with. It doesn't matter if you're on the outside staff or his wife working inside the shop or whoever else is there. He has created a huge family environment at Old Tabby, and you cannot help but feel that when you're there. So if you have not ever visited Old Tabby Links, I will extend the invitation that he will to you tonight. To the members of the PGA Carolina section, as you honor Bill Samson as your golf professional of the year, we would like to thank you on behalf of the members, management, and staff of Spring Island and Old Tabby Links. Bill's level of service to our members and to your association is a source of great pride to our entire community. Having been Spring Island's director of golf for 16 years, we have had the opportunity to know Bill as more than our golf professional. Bill is a warm and generous individual who cares about people in a way that should be a model for all of us. His many charitable contributions to our surrounding areas and his love of his family have earned him the respect from far more than the golfing community. All of us who live and work on Spring Island are very proud to have Bill Samson honored by the PGA, and you could not have selected a more deserving individual. Once again, on behalf of Tom Noyes, our general manager, and the entire Spring Island membership and staff, we thank you for honoring Bill. Sincerely, Mark G. Solo, President. It's very special. The Golf Professional of the Year Award is the highest annual honor that may be bestowed upon any Carolina's PGA professional. This honor demands devotion and dedication as well as resolve to every facet of the game, with the individual professional's character and service to the section taken into account. He or she must not only be a steward of the game, but an example of the life lessons embraced by the great traditions that golf so naturally teaches. Bill Samson knew early on that being a PGA professional was his calling. He started out working the backdrop of Sea Pines Resort, and from there learned all aspects of what it took to be successful in the golf industry. He was elected to PGA membership in 1997. Bill stresses that being a part of your community is the most important way to promote what it means to be a PGA professional. This philosophy was instilled in him early on in his career by his mentors Kerry Corbett and John Farrell. Today, Bill is the director of golf at Old Tabby Links in Spring Island, South Carolina, a small private club located near Hilton Head Island that boasts a membership that is outwardly proud of Bill and his achievements. He makes an effort to host as many charity golf tournaments as possible to connect his club to the community. Even though having so many outside events reduces the amount of course availability for his members, having them volunteer at the tournaments helps them feel connected to the various causes of their communities. In particular, Bill is very proud of Patriot Golf and the Fulton-Meyer Foundation. Because of that, so are his members. He plays a 12-hour golf marathon and has earned his club a national top 25 fundraiser. It's a great honor. But to describe my friend best is that while he was playing his marathon, he announced on his Facebook page that I too had started my endeavor and updated his people as I progressed. Nothing describes Bill more than the ultimate person who derives great pleasure in sharing and caring. Throughout his career, Bill has been very involved with the Carolinas PGA section. He served as the Area 3 Director on the CPGA Board of Directors and is currently a member of the Carolinas PGA Tournament Committee. His service to this section also includes giving out over 50 complimentary lessons to fellow PGA members and focusing on helping apprentices pass their PAT. Bill's awards from the Carolinas PGA section include the 2007 Bill Strasbaugh Award and the 2010 President's Plaque. It is my honor to present to our friend, Bill Samson of Old Tabby Links, the 2011 Golf Professional of the Year Award.
Welcome day, Bill. Oh, Les. Oh, that's great.
And Bill, along with the Dapper Sport Cup you just received, is a ring commemorating this evening.
I'll get the ring.
All right. Just to follow a few people.
they're such great speakers. I'm really not. I do mainly mine. I jot down stuff. The whole time I've been sitting there, been jotting down stuff all night. One thing Rick Berry taught me last year, though, if you're going to win an award, get flowers for your wife. And so here they come. We'll do that. You know, Rick did it for me last year, so he made it all happen. That was for my wife, Wendy. She kept me in the dark on something, so I did the same to her. So we'll get to that later. But honestly, I'm so honored to be here and to be in front of all of you. You know, it's funny. Chad and I talk a lot, and Rich. And I'll tell you a quick story before I get to my thank yous. And I've got just a couple stories. And I won't go over. I won't need to go over. But Chad and I sat with Reed right over there at that table quite a few years ago, and we sat and listened to everybody, and everybody goes, you know, Reed Hill, Reed Hill, Reed Hill, and they still do it. And but we both said there was no way we'd ever be up here. And so I've been very, very fortunate over the past few years to be here, and it's all because of a lot of good friends and a lot of good golf professionals that I've been able to ask questions to. Some of those I'm definitely going to thank tonight, and if I miss you, it's only because I'm nervous. It's not because I don't care. I may get a little choked up. If anybody has ever heard me speak in the past, I cry at a commercial. So if you, it wouldn't be the first time that anybody here has seen it. And that's something I learned a long time ago. It's okay to do that. It's okay to tell people you love them. It's okay to cry. So one thing I would like to say is Mike Harmon, he's been chairing the awards committee for quite a while. And when I first was promoted at Old Tabby Links, Mike called me and gave me a little bit of advice. And he said, you know, there's going to be a small percent that aren't happy with what you're doing. Just make sure every year it's that same percent. So I hope I've kept it that way. But he's always been very supportive of everything I've ever done. And thank you for the awards committee and how you run that. You do a great job with it. And I would like to thank everybody on the awards committee. Ron and his staff, and I know this has been very difficult, and Jeannie's done a great job. I mean, the staff, most of them haven't seen what we're doing here tonight. And so they've come in and come down from Greensboro and doing this, and they've put a wonderful evening together. I'm sure it's going to be a wonderful few days together. So thank you very much. And Jeannie, thank you for keeping me in the dark, too. I sent her a list of who all was going to be sitting at my table. I didn't realize some other people were coming, so I'll give you that here in a second. Club car. I like to say this. Where's Chris? Gunnels, thank you very much. He probably ran out for a second, but he's our rep in our area. He does a great job, and he's in the back. But thank you for all you do. And Hilton Island PGA. I've been fortunate to be on that board and be a part of it, be on the tournament committee. And what they do is just wonderful. And there's a lot of great golf professionals in that area. And we have a good time together. We're basically a family. So that means we can argue at times and we can go on. But it's wonderful. I was going to say something about somebody else. I'm going to skip that. Hopefully I won't forget and come back. Congratulations to all the other award winners. And it is such an honor to be on the stage with all of you. To listen to you speak, I sat there and started writing down more things. I'm like, look, they're outdoing me again. You know, Rick outdid me last year, but it's fun. And thank you for being up here and for the kind words you all said about me all night. And Mr. Durr, he was right. You know, my wife's over here. Her name's Wendy, and I know how much you like that name. So it's even in your book. But so congratulations to you. It's great to see you here. And it's great to be a part with you. I was fortunate a few years ago when Bob Boyd was inducted into the Hall of Fame. That was my first year getting an award. So I mean, it's been great. The people I've been able to share what I've done with. some great people to thank, the people with Titleist. Steve Pence. Steve, I respect you so much. Just as, not as a sales rep, that I don't really care, as a person. You're such a strong person, and I look up to you for a lot of reasons. Chris, I'm very proud of you for calling the high school golf team out in California, and now you're back with them, and you've gotten reacquainted. Anybody that ever gets a chance to do that, if you ever like to pay back, why not go back to your high school? They usually need the help more than your college team does, but I really, that's been fun for me, and I think it's been fun for Chris. All the guys at FootJoy, and who are here tonight, Rick and Steve. And Rick, we can say go Balls. Finally got a basketball team that's doing something. Polo, Tom Nolan, Andy, thank you for everything, and thank you for the support that Titleist, FootJoy, Polo, that y'all do with Folds of Honor. Because any of you that will help us support Folds of Honor, we really appreciate it. It's something that has become very dear to me, and now I'll go back. I'm going to do okay here. Carl sort of challenged us a few years ago with Folds of Honor, and I really took that to heart. And he was going to do a marathon, and he wouldn't tell us what he was going to do. So I went back and I told Nathan, I said, let's do a marathon of golf. We didn't think we'd raise maybe $5,000. And the first year we did it, we raised over 10. We did it again this year, and we raised over $28,000. And so I don't care if it's $5 or $25,000, whatever you can raise. They do such a good job, and Ryan's here tonight, and Ryan does a great job. He's got great people around him, and I think he's speaking tomorrow, and if that doesn't inspire you, nothing will. And none of us could be here without the support of our family, friends, membership. That was the first I heard that letter, and it really touched me. I'm very fortunate to be around some really good people. Some other people that have inspired me are Hart, Reed, Gary Fleming. Thank you very much. Thank you for all you do. One thing I want to talk about, and this is just something I put together a little while ago. I want to say thank you to some people who are no longer with us, that have inspired me and continue to inspire me. And now it goes with for the rest of the people that inspire me for all different reasons. One is my father, who got me started in the game. My father passed away in 2000, and he taught me when I was little that you play fast, and if you can't do it, pick it up. Just keep going. But he always put me around the golf course. A gentleman named Dr. Lamont. He was a big influence on getting me promoted to where I am. He's a gentleman that was just number one to all of us. I know he helped Mike out a lot, and he's helped a lot of golf professionals in this room. And Ed C., when my father passed away, Ed really became a mentor to me and helped me over the years. My mother couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately, illness in the family, and then my sister was on her way, and she had an illness for herself. She, I don't know, strep throat or something, but I want to tell a little story on her, so I'll go ahead and say it quickly. My first golf lesson I ever gave, I was 6 years old, and I was standing behind her to show her how to swing a golf club, and she hit me in the nose, and it started bleeding. So I learned right then, you don't stand behind somebody when you teach them. But I wish you could be here. A gentleman in Connor's Hallway, a year or so ago, I had something I needed, concerned about, and he taught me a lot about friendship, that you earn friendship. It's not just a given. If you ever want something, you earn it. And friendship is one of them. And I have a lot of friends, very fortunate. Chris Bird, hopefully you do great. I know you will, but you got a long way for lessons now. That's a long drive. But Chris is leaving Chessie, and we're very proud of him. He's going bigger and better. Kevin, unfortunately, Skip's not here, so he can't put words on paper, and you can't come up and talk for me. But Kevin and Skip have been with me for a long time. Kevin and I worked together with junior golf, and he was my first assistant, and very proud of him. Nathan, who's my head golf professional. Nathan, you're the best. It's amazing. He does everything, and all I have to do is mention it, and it's done. So thank you very much. Jay, Carl's buddy, Jay Gratton. Not only is he the best superintendent that you could ever be with, he is a best friend, a great father. He coaches softball. He finds time for everything, and I'm so proud of him. And he and his wife, I mean, they've been friends of mine, and they've helped me grow through the years. Steve Roper, who's my former general manager, and if you played in the South Carolina Open, you met Steve Roper through the years. And Steve came in from Indianapolis for this event. And Steve, I thank you so much, and you helped me get to where I am today, and I appreciate it. You're awesome. Joe McGee. I should let Mike talk about this one. Joe McGee is one of the best. He was with me all 144 holes when we did Folds of Honor. We did our marathon golf. Joe has lost 60 pounds. He's playing golf again, and we're just so proud of you, Joe. Thank you for coming. And you're what we strive for. And service industry, Joe McGee. Now I get to some people at Sea Pines. John Farrell, Gary Corbett for taking a chance on me 22 years ago. And guys, I still look up to you. Gary, I don't know how you do it. You've been there the whole time, and you do such a good job, and I'm very proud of you and proud to call you a friend. And then I get this guy, Rick Berry. Richard, we've been together through it all. Rick helped me teach my first golf lesson, taught me how to do it, taught me how to do a clinic. He taught me that it wasn't about me. One of my favorite comments is, you've got to get in the trenches. Trenches mean when you come home, your knees are dirty from getting down and helping people. If you come home clean, you haven't worked that day. And I'm just proud to call you a friend. And thank you for everything. You were with me when I got promoted. We were on stage together last year, and you're with me tonight. And thank you very much, Richard. My family. My brother is here. I'm very proud of you, Robert. Okay, I'm much older than him, but that's all right. I can still take him, even though he is 6'2". But Robbie, I'm proud of you. Thank you very, very much for coming. He's been a big part of my career. He used to come and spend a few weeks with me in Sea Pines from time to time, and we had a great time. He's been with me, he's caddied for me, we've done everything together. It's wonderful. And then I look to my left, and this is where my wife kept me in the dark about. David and Peggy. David and I were roommates back in college. David helped me when I didn't have anything. He inspires me to be a better father, a better husband, a better person. And I'm just so proud of him. His wife Penny took care of the two of us the whole time we were in college. So, and Penny, you're the best. You're a great mother, a great wife, and a great person. And then we get to three sitting there: Elizabeth, Ben, and Wendy. Benjamin, we went to baseball yesterday. We're going to start hitting golf balls, but it's great. Benny, I love you. I'm very proud of you, and thank you for being here. Elizabeth is my little ballerina princess. She gives you great hugs. She's wonderful. I love you. And they're very fortunate. They have the best mother and the best merchandiser and the best friend that you can have. And that's my wife, Wendy. So thank you very much. And I'm sorry I ran over. I didn't mean to, but I ramble. Anybody that knows me, that's what I do. And thank you very, very much for coming out. And for those of you that talked to me before and said they came just to see me, I don't know why. But I do this because I love everybody in here. And friendship is everything to me. And this is not about me tonight. It's Mr. Durr, and it's about everybody in this room, and it's about friendship and love. Thank you very much.
I did, yeah.